All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. It's PastorDowell. Well, we're past the holiday season, and many Americans are feeling the depression of the pinch of job loss. While it is being reported by the mainstream news media, the job loss, the victims of this recession, the victims of this economy, the victims of this falling stock market, and the illusion of this propped up economic system has really done put a lot of people in a lot of hurt. There are so many people that, they try to push it to the back of their heads that everything is going to be all right. But when you have GM closing down plants, you have Ford laying off thousands of people, you have all these retail stores that have closed and will never come back again, and all these things. If I said it once, I said it 1,000 times, and I try my best to put a defibrillator on people's minds to let them comprehend and see what's really truly going on. You see, it's one thing for the politicians to get up there and politically grandstand the stage play in front of the camera. And then you sit there in front of that camera, you hinge on every single one of their words as if they really truly have your best interest in mind. You all need to understand that, the rich people that up here at the top, they never, ever, ever feel the pinch of the recession, which I call an economic depression. They never feel it. And so when they are in front of these cameras, what they're doing is kicking the proverbial can down the road, hoping to give you some type of euphoric feeling that things are going to change. And of course, I know that I'm very unpopular when I tell you that things are going to go from bad to worse, and now we're seeing it. Now, in lieu of the government shutdown, which they're playing politics, there are also a lot of people that are feeling it as well. No income coming in. That's why PastorDowell keeps telling you over and over again, do not ever think for 1 minute that this country has your best interest in mind. And it's not that way. They want to make you think that they have you as a priority simply because you are an American, but it's far from that. For those of you who have not felt it, don't trust in this economic system. Definitely don't trust in the politicians, and definitely don't trust in a country that is over $22 trillion in debt, $250 trillion in debt concerning Medicare and Medicaid, which are unfunded liabilities. Don't do that. You start preserving and protecting yourself, because a lot of people didn't and they're hurting. Start saving money. Buy a little piece of land that while you're living okay right now, prepare your mind to learn how to downsize. Because what I see on the horizon is not looking good for us at all. And it's not going to look good for many people. I don't have a pessimistic outlook nor attitude. I have a realist. And most people choose to just ignore the reality of things that are going on. Think for a moment. How would you be if you lost your job? If you are a family and you're dependent on a paycheck, you have to understand, a lot of these people have lost $80, $90, $100,000 a year jobs, and they have a certain lifestyle. And the only jobs that are available now are service sector jobs. And that is a big cut. And most people would try to do whatever they can, including try to give an arm and a leg to hold on to what they call their nest egg, the house. The reality of it is this is what I've said many, many times. I said it once, said 1,000 times. You have a house, you paid for it, you went and got a mortgage, or you are paying. You don't own that house. The bank does. They call you a home owner, but you only are renting that place in reality. Because if your job goes away, and if you have paid on that house 15 years on a 30-year mortgage, I don't care if it's an ARM or fixed. It makes no difference. It's totally irrelevant. If you're in an ARM, you really have messed up bad. But As soon as you lose that job and you can no longer make that mortgage payment, where does the asset go back to? It goes right back to the bank. And what is the bank going to do? They're going to foreclose. You out on the street, they're going to call you deadbeat, but they don't call the government deadbeat when they don't know how to balance the budget. That's amazing, isn't it? When airlines need bailing out, banks need bailing out, all these corporations need bailing out. They're not deadbeats, but you are a deadbeat because you can't make your mortgage payment. And you're not going to get any debt forgiveness or any benevolence from any one of these creditors. Your family is going to be out on the street. You're going to be out on the street, and the bank simply is going to gain back control of their asset, and they're going to sell it to the next person who can actually pay for it. And you know what? This riddle continues to keep playing out over and over again. And so investing in yourselves, like I've taught you over and over and over again, is the way to go. You can't continue to keep thinking that as you see the rug being pulled out from under our feet, that living in these population centers is the way to go. They're just simply not. You're going to have to learn how to live simple. Things are changing. The fairy tale of debt in America, it's over. It's game over. And if you don't prepare yourself, it is the heightened sense of selfishness to think that someone else is going to open up their door and give you their food and give you their shelter and give you their clothing when you mocked, ignored, jeered, chid, derided all those who did prepare. And now all of a sudden, because hardship and hard times has fell on you because you chose to live under the illusion of the blue pill world, now you expect simply because there's some type of soul tie through family or friendship that they owe you somehow. That is the heightened sense of selfishness. Americans are self-centered, self-focused, self-absorbed. I hope that some way, somehow I've said something today, maybe for the umpteenth thousand time, has shocked you and caused you to think. If you have the ability to be able to make moves now, move. Make moves now, move. You probably need to liquidate some assets in order to preserve yourself. At least have a little small homestead, or at least something that you can call your own, and learn how to become agriculture and grow a garden.